Right now on WRAL, waiting for the change. After a beautiful Monday, we are in store for a brutal temperature drop on Tuesday. The threat that could come with that fast freezing.
Plus, a 15-year-old boy gunned down while walking home with a friend. Tonight, we are there as a grieving community searches for answers, and police search for his killer.
And rescue efforts turn to recovery efforts tonight after police confirm people died following an explosion at a plant in Nebraska. We begin with breaking news. Police are on the scene of a shooting at an apartment complex in Fayetteville. Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah Morgan.
And I'm Gerald Owens. Here is the newest information we've learned from police tonight. This is a double homicide. It happened at the Cambridge Arms Apartments. Officers say around 8:30, the victims answered the door to their apartment. They got into a discussion with the person standing there, and shots were fired. The victims were taken to the hospital, where they died. So far, no arrest has been made. Cambridge Arms Apartments have been plagued with problems in the past. Last year, the police department threatened legal action because of all the criminal activity there. The owners later agreed to make security improvements. The breaking news from tonight continues to develop. We'll begin to bring you updates as we get them in this newscast and our morning news on WRAL.
Now to a dramatic drop in the temperature ahead and even talk of snow. Chief Meteorologist Greg Fischel is tracking that system heading our way, and he joins us now with what we can expect and when. Greg?
All right, Deb, and we want to stress that we have a very high confidence that it's going to get very cold. The details of the snow forecast are going to need to be refined as we head on through the next 24 to 30 hours, and of course, all of us will be involved in that. Make sure you join Elizabeth in the morning because she'll have all the very latest information, stuff that even comes in after I'm here tonight at 11, and she'll be able to refine that forecast even more. But let's go on ahead and take a look at Futurecast here, starting off at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, indicating that we may see, at least briefly, a fair amount of sunshine early in the day, and then it'll start to cloud up as we head toward the midday hours, and we'll start to see some patchy light rain begin to break out, and then as things turn colder, we'll start to see more and more in the way of snow. Now, this doesn't look very impressive through 4 o'clock, but then we start to see the coverage begin to ramp up as we head toward the early evening, and that's when the cold air is really going to be plowing in, and we'll start to see the temperatures begin to drop significantly, and we'll have that precipitation for that short period of time. In terms of the end result, in terms of how much snow is likely to be on the ground as we start toward tomorrow morning, you can see the accumulations beginning to show up in the northern counties, and then as we head on toward tomorrow evening, we see most areas under an inch, with the best chance of getting an inch off to the north and east of the Triangle area. We will have more on this system, which still may have some surprises in store for us. All that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Greg, thank you. If you are planning to catch a plane tomorrow, you may want to call ahead. Nearly 900 flights have been canceled nationwide because of that winter storm, and that's according to FlightAware.com. That means your flight out of RDU could be impacted tomorrow. For the very latest on how the storm is impacting travel, make sure to watch our morning news.
And new tonight, officials now say 2 people are dead, 10 seriously hurt after an explosion at an Omaha plant today. All other workers are now accounted for. This morning's explosion brought down part of the International Nutrition plant and sent workers scrambling for safety. They're still trying to figure out what caused the blast. Officials say there were no hazardous chemicals at that plant.
The death of a teenager has a community up in arms. 15-year-old Brian Freeman was shot to death while walking with a friend in Rocky Mount. His killer has not been caught. Tonight, his friends and family held a march to stop the violence. WRAL's Adam Owens was there.
This is the spot where police say a 15-year-old was gunned down simply walking down